What are you buying? Give us the sauce, bro, please.
Let them cook.
I would say a really good ecosystem right now is TON, T-O-N.
TON.
It's the Telegram Open Network. So the founder of Telegram, if you follow the history of Telegram, he launched an ICO and the SEC sued him. It was over $1 billion crazy ICO and he had to refund everybody. But then they kind of launched it in a decentralized way and they're building a ton of crazy. So it's the currency of the Telegram ecosystem. So if you're going to bet on something that already exists, that has tons of users, that is actually well developed, I've been looking a lot at the TON ecosystem. It's a $2 billion market cap. It's not a small coin, but it has something that's actually backing it that has a decade plus of history, trackable, winning teams. I think that that's probably a good place to look, bro.
So you don't think the government is going to switch over to these ISO 2022 tokens?
I'm not saying they're not, but I've been buying XRP since 2016. Like the amount of opportunities that have come and gone, if had my money been elsewhere and not, when is the government going to approve this thing that I don't even know what it is?
Right.
XRP $500. Like, bro, like, come on, dude. Like, who are the people telling you these things? Now, I have theses about Ripple. It's not whether it's going to go or not go. It's a simple fact of, is there more opportunity elsewhere? Is there better opportunity elsewhere? And am I willing to lose this boat if it ever happens to capture another one? And yeah, XRP is just, there's too much capital already in it, bro. There's other opportunities out there for sure.
Are you doing any boring investments? Like, does Luke Belmar have a 401k?
No.
Do you have health insurance?
It's a great question. Yes, I have health insurance. I mean, I have all the normal, but my investment strategy is very simple. Be super liquid, have minimal assets that require maintenance. So I don't like to have things that require my mental framework and my mental real estate to be occupied by, I need to pay this mortgage, or hey, my McLaren, the battery of my McLaren's dead, or I have to go pick up this car. I don't like these things. They can be, if people want to fill up their life with those troubles, that's fine. I don't like that asset class. That asset class can appreciate. I don't like it. I like 3 asset classes. One, on the hard assets, I like gold and silver. Why? Because I can exchange these things anywhere in the world for a fair price, right? We all can agree that I can move $1,000 of gold anywhere and sell it for $1,000. Same thing can go with Bitcoin, but I can do it in a digital way. Yes, the price fluctuates. Yes, there's a little bit more uncertainty, but I can take $100,000 and move it from here to Lithuania with a hard drive, and nobody would ask me a question. If I was to take $100,000 worth of gold bars from here to Lithuania, bro, they would be all over me. So you have those digital assets. That's a good investment. Remember, we're talking liquid. You have your physical assets, and then you have cash. Cash, you need to be banking on winning economies and on the strongest economies. People say the U.S. Okay, but what's better? Tell me what currency is up next that isn't another piece of. But ours is backed by what? The military, dude. Play with our currency. Boom. What happened last time you played with the currency? Look what happened with Gaddafi, who tried to establish the Pan-African currency that was backed by gold. Boom. Civil eruption, death. Look at Kennedy. Kennedy tried to establish the silver-backed dollars. 6 months later, boom. Back. Abraham Lincoln, he wanted to establish the greenback dollars, which was his way of being able to pay the army. 6 months later, It's crazy, bro. So the winning currency, you have to have some of the winning currency. In this case, is the dollar. With the winning currency, bro, the people that own the currency are going to come after you. They came after Bitcoin. That's why they own Bitcoin. That's why they own Binance Exchange now. They own it all. Because remember, you buy Bitcoin with dollars.
Right.
If you have unlimited dollars, now you have to bet and put some money on these empires. So US dollar, Swiss franc, banking capital of the world, and Singaporean dollar, I think it's pretty good when it comes to its price fluctuation versus the dollar, which I think is about 8%. So on your cash, banking on those empires. On the digital side, have digital assets that you can move that are liquid, and physical gold, physical silver, things like that.
How do you actually go about, like, technically about getting the Swiss franc? Do you just go on a Forex exchange? Like, how do you hold the franc?
Yeah, I mean, you can literally get cash, or you can find foreign exchanges that will actually let you remit different payments. There's also different banking accounts, but it's not for like small individuals, where you can have different currencies. So you can get, I think there's companies like AirWallex. I'm not sure. AirWallex, I think it has like a multi-currency bank account. So you can have like Hong Kong dollars, Singaporean dollars, Australian dollars, US dollars. You can kind of have multiple bank accounts. So I think you can store your wealth in that way, or just getting cash. In my case, you can have Swiss bank accounts, things like that, but that's for later on.
What about the
people's journey.
gold?
You have to find a place that you can actually hold gold. Go online. You can buy gold online, buy silver online, or you can actually hold it in places that store it for you.
Yeah, but I don't like that. I feel like push comes to shove, and like we get to a position where you have to actually take that gold. Like, what are you gonna do? Fly to these different locations and collect them?
And that's the kind of the thing. It's you need, if you're gonna have assets, you need to choose which assets you're gonna have and where you're gonna put them. If you say, okay, you're gonna own a house, well, that's even worse under that same premise, because you can't even move that. What about a boat? What about another piece of real estate or something that it's not nimble? So you kind of have to play the cards, because there is a risk factor in everything. Yeah, Bitcoin, you can move it everywhere, but that could dump 40%.
That's true. But so absolutely no real estate.
I don't like real estate, bro. I've tried to like it,
Right.
and I know it's good, but I personally would much rather rent a beautiful house that I don't have to deal with all the issues than to even have to bother with the issues. I already have enough issues with paying the electrical bill in places that I rent. It's like already, I don't like dealing with that.
Honestly, I don't blame you. Like lately, I've been thinking about how great it would be to just live in an apartment, because like I'd spend so much time just doing the little things. Like, oh, I got to take out the trash. I got to make sure these bushes are trimmed. And I know you can hire that out, but
the thing
you're
is,
still
even if you
it.
hire that out, now you have somebody in your house, and now that's
Yeah.
invasive as. So now you're playing that side of the lane, which is like, dude, now my house is a hotel.
Yeah.
So I played both lanes, bro. I got the big house,
Uh-huh.
and I had to downgrade from that. I'm like, okay, I got a $4 million house. Dude, I had people in my house every day. I had cleaners. I had the plumber. I live in Puerto Rico. So now you have all the electricity issues and all the humidity issues. Within a year, I was out of that. Bro.
Dude,
I was like, I
feel
can't
that.
live this way.
I genuinely sat down with my wife and like we talked about it. I might have to. Like, I don't know
It's
about
just like,
this.
it's just finding, once again, bro, it's falling for what people have told you it's the best way to live. Test it out. If it works for you, perfect, keep it. If it's not, okay, I tested it, I don't like it, next.
Yeah, I
Same thing
feel
with
that.
your house, same thing with assets, whatever, bro. Play your game.
But I do like how you can touch a house like as an
For
investment.
sure, bro. I mean, yeah, because it's
like
it's
these
real.
little floating little coins, the papers. It's, you know.
Yes, but what is holding the value of this? Why is this worth $500,000 and not worth 300,000?
At the end of the day, even if it's not, like you could still stay here. You could chill
Exactly.
at the crib.
But I can also exchange my Bitcoin and buy a house.
Well, if everything just completely shuts down,
If everything shuts down, then I think the least of our problems will be finding a place to live. It's interesting. I was talking with the governor of the Central Bank of Albania, and he said, people have never really faced crisis. He's like, people don't understand what full lockdown, grid shutdown is. And he was talking about in the 90s when Albania was about to hit default, 90s or early 2000s. He said, the civil unrest that took place when people were not able to tap into their money, he said was insane. They had to fly airplane loads of cash to the Central Bank of Albania, show it through the windows to convince people that they had the money to hold the deposit so people wouldn't bank run the central bank. It's crazy. So under that premise that the only thing propping this up is the fact that there's financial stability. If anything ever goes down, there's civil unrest, financial arrest, everything goes to hell, bro. Like I probably won't even be here.
where would you be?
I don't know, somewhere where actually currency's moving around clearly and flowing. Like you look at China now, dude, you look at central bank digital currencies, you look at the centralization of information, you look at lockdowns, you look at the vaccination status and the correlation of that with your money and your WeChat. It gets really, really, really bad, really, really fast when you start playing with people.
So you don't think you need like a cabin in the woods stocked up with supplies and guns and stuff?
I mean, yeah, why not? Like, why not, dude? Yeah, go have a couple ranches in Patagonia.
That's Argentina?
Yeah, it would be nice.